Oh, let's see. Is this working? Yep, no, yep, no. Yep, no, yep, no. Okay, it is working. That's good. Okay. Well, hi everybody. We've got David, we've got Neil, we've got Caprice, Aztec. The gang's all here. I'm not really sure what's going on with my screen this evening. And I'm really struggling at the moment. Life's a little bit difficult at present. Yeah, I've been trying to take care of my mum, as many of you know. And yeah, it's been difficult recently. So yes, I am feeling a bit not myself. But I wonder if, I'm always going to feel not myself and worrying the whole time. And if so, like what we can do to just try and make life feel a little bit manageable and livable, really. Yeah, so sorry to invite you into a challenging evening, but yeah, things are a bit tougher at the moment. I'm just figuring stuff out. So I hope everybody else is doing okay and you're doing good. Let's see if I can get our game up. Let's see. Tougher at the moment. I'm just figuring stuff out. So I hope everybody else is doing okay and you're doing good. Let's see if I can get our game up. Oh, thank you, Robbie. Let's see. Okie dokie. Tougher at the moment. I'm just figuring stuff out. I think we're a little bit behind. I hope everybody else is doing okay, and you're doing good. Let's see if I can. Strums his lyre and sings a merry song all about you and your good fortune. Get our game up. Oh, he does have the power to make you lucky. Let's see. You gain 2 luck points and walk on to the next stall. I think we're a little bit behind. Hi Andy Shaw, welcome. Everybody else is doing okay, so you're doing good. I feel like strums his lyre and sings a merry song shopping all about scorpions last time, and he does have the power to make you lucky. What else did we do? You gain 2 luck points and lots of like thieves. Basically, we can't trust anybody in the city. Hi Andy Shaw, welcome. Everybody else is doing okay. Yeah, so you're doing good. We have to see what we can do. Strums his lyre and sings a merry song. How is everybody else doing? Last couple of weeks since we've all been together, there were 20 of us here. What else did we do? You gain 2 luck. That's very lots of like thieves. Basically, we can't trust anybody in the city. Everybody else is doing okay. Yeah, so you're doing good. We have to see what we can do. Strums his lyre and sings a merry song. How is everybody else doing? Last couple of weeks since we've all been together, there were 20 of us here. What else did we do? You gain 2 luck. That's very lots of like thieves. Basically, we can't trust. Okay. Does that sound? Is that any better? Is there still an echo? I have to wait and see. The last thing, echo's gone. Brilliant. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. Let's go back to our adventures. Yeah, so let's see what we can do. The last thing, echo's gone. Brilliant. So the man strums his lyre and sings a merry song all about you and your good fortune. He does have the power to make you lucky. You gain 2 luck points and walk on to the next stall. Yeah, so let's see what we can do. Oh, this is interesting. A small circle of people are standing around a bare-chested man. So the man strums his lyre and sings a merry song all about you and your good fortune. He's asking the crowd for a volunteer to play catch for the cannonball. You gain 2 luck points, and whoever drops the cannonball must pay the others 5 gold pieces. Yeah, so let's see what we can do. Do we wish to take him on at his game? A small circle of people are standing around a bare-chested man. So the man strums his lyre and sings a merry song all about you and your good fortune. He's asking the crowd for a volunteer to play catch for the cannonball. You gain 2 luck points, and whoever drops the cannonball must pay the others 5 gold pieces. Yeah, so let's see what we can do. Do we wish to take him on at his game? A small circle of people are standing around a bare-chested man. So the man strums his lyre and sings a merry song all about you and your good fortune. He's asking the crowd for a volunteer to take catch for the cannonball. You gain 2 luck points, and whoever drops the cannonball must pay the others 5 gold pieces. Yeah, so let's see what we can do. Standing around a bare-chested man. Oh, I know what it is, I think. About you and your good fortune. He's asking the crowd for a volunteer. Okay, so this should be fix it. Hopefully this is better now. So let me know. Let's see. I'm going to be quiet and see if turning that mixer down has made it work any better. Fingers crossed. I'm just looking down to see if you guys are okay with that. Yay, okay. Wow, we did a fix. Wonderful. Hi, Clegatron. Hi, Dave Wharton. Okay, so let's decide if we wish to take him on at his game. Type game, and if you would rather leave and walk away, type walk. So it's going to be game or walk. So you know how it goes now. You let me know what we're going to do this evening. Okay, Alex and Aztec want to play. So does Clegaton. 2 walks from David and Caprice. Then 3 are saying game, game, game. Okay. Was the spirit of the stream having a moment? Do we have 5 gold? We do have 5 gold, Neil. Let's have a look at our adventure sheet. So Nigel Tufnell has 17 pieces of gold currently. So that's good. Like Knifey Knifey, says Clegatron, nothing can go wrong. Can we see a colour picture of them? Yes, we can. It's not that one, is it? It's this one. Book. How is it? We don't want to cancel the images. How do we normally see it in colour? God, just everything is horrible tech nightmare this evening. Maybe we can't see it in colour. Yep. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do the colour picture tonight. If anyone could remind me how we've got to that last time, that would be lovely. Yeah, maybe on this book there isn't that option. So let me count up the channel decisions. 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 people wanting to play the game. And then walk on is just 3 or 4 people. So let's play the game. The bare-chested man laughs as he tosses the cannonball from hand to hand with ease. He then takes his position on the opposite side of the circle. To play this game, we must roll 1 dice alternately for me and the bare-chested man to represent the cannonball being passed between you. Repeat this process until a 1 is thrown, in which case the cannonball will have been dropped and the loser must pay the winner 5 gold pieces. So this is just chance only. There's no skill involved in this. With a grunt, the bare-chested man throws the cannonball in a high arc towards you. You must try and catch the ball. So we rolled a 3. So we've caught the cannonball. Woohoo! Very good, very good. We're just going to do this again. Oh, we rolled a 2. Okay. We've caught it and we've thrown it back. If he rolls from a 2 to a 6, he catches the cannonball. Hi, Dash Decker. With a grunt, the bare-chested man throws the cannonball in a high arc toward you. You must try and catch the ball. Oh, no. We rolled a 1. Damn it. If you roll a 1, you drop the cannonball. As the cannonball hurtles towards you, your hands do not find purchase and it bounces off the cobblestones at your feet. The crowd cheers as the bare-chested man triumphantly flexes his muscles. Admitting defeat, you hand the bare-chested man 5 gold pieces and he pumps your hand with a vigorous handshake. With the game over, you return to exploring the market. Sadly, Callum, we do not have the option to keep the cannonball and run away, although that would be very lovely. Because who doesn't need a cannonball? What adventurer does not want a cannonball? So, oh, looks like we go shopping. So, behind the next stall is a young man with a pointy nose selling weapons and items of equipment. The prices of his wares are chalked up on a slate. Would you like to buy anything from this stall? So we could take a throwing knife, a climbing rope, a butcher's meat hook, an iron spike, or lanterns. And I can't actually see prices, although we now have 12 gold pieces. Yes, clearly he did cheat, Jen. And at least we didn't crush our toes, says Fabian. Quite right too. Clegatron, clearly he spec'd his character build for cannonball throwing. Robbie says knifey. Caprice says keeping the ball would be a fun silver lining, run off with it. Dash Decky says, not sure I like a guy vigorously pumping my hand. Saving throw. Climbing rope, says Caprice. So at the moment, 2 people would like to buy a knife and some climbing rope. Would anybody else like to buy anything else? Let's have a look at this. So I think for knifey, we should buy a throwing knife. 4 gold pieces. Let's see, look at the prices of these. Climbing rope is 2 gold pieces. The hook's 2, so that's 8 gold altogether. And then the iron spike is just 1. Oh, that once belonged to the Grand Cormorant of Fang. It's a collector's item. Special price just for you though, friend, the young man says. To your eye, it looks simply like a sharp piece of metal that might come in handy later. And how much are the lanterns? 3 gold pieces. Well, we could actually afford everything. I think maybe we should buy everything. Shall we? Should we just go for one of each? What do we think? There are 24 of us, so let's see what people think in the chat. Are we going to go full menu? One of everything? Let me know. Sorry, I think there's a big lag today, so apologies if I'm behind. 25 of us watching. Oh, it's so nice to see everybody again. Is this a kid's book where you can wield a beacher's meat hook as a weapon? Stefan says, for sure. Yep, let's go for growth. David says money's useful later. Oh. David and Neil are worrying about wiping out all of the gold. Well, potentially there could be more opportunities to get more gold. I don't know. What should we do? Buy one, borrow the rest. If only, Jen. I don't think we're able to steal as you should be able to in a book called City of Thieves, really. Okay. I think we're going to go for it, guys. I think we'll just get one of everything. And then we'll probably, let's bookmark us here. There we go. Place a bookmark. Okay. Climbing rope, yes please. Butcher's meat hook, yes please. An iron spike, yes please. And one of those lanterns, yes please. So we now have 0 currency. Eek! So still got to eat to Still got to eat 2 I guess that's saying. Dash decky. And there's no pockets in shroud, says Fabian. Okay. Let's go to page 200. Oh, the next stall area, there is a small brightly coloured tent. Attached to it is a sign that reads Madam Star, clairvoyant. If you wish to enter the tent, turn to 394. If you would rather continue north, turn to 111. Okay. I do want to go in the tent. I hope you people don't mind if we go into the tent. I'm just going to make this choice. We probably can't do anything in the tent because we spent all our money. City of Borrowers doesn't have quite the same ring to it. No, I agree, Neil, it doesn't. Oh. So we do need 2 golds to do this. Sitting behind the small table is a plump woman wearing bright yellow clothes and a scarf over her head. She smiles as you enter, bidding you to sit down. She tells you that a glimpse of the future will cost you 2 gold pieces. I'm very tempted to turn back and cheat and get 2 gold pieces. Gosh, shall we cheat? What do we think? I'm so tempted to go back and get the money. Wow, she's good. She knew we were going to page 368. Lol. Okay. I think I'm gonna go back. Oh no, that's too far back. Okay. So let's take everything but the butcher's meat hook. And when you finish, go to page 200. Okay. So we wish to enter the tent and we wish to hear her predictions. Okay. Looking into a crystal ball, she seems to go into a trance. She tells you that you are searching for a man, a wise man with magical powers. She pauses for a moment and then draws in a deep breath before going on to tell you that the man you are looking for lives in a hut beneath a bridge to the north. She warns you to be careful when approaching the man, for he does not welcome strangers. Uh-oh. Then she looks away from the crystal ball and abruptly asks you to leave. Her face seems to be hiding something. Has she seen some dreadful fate awaiting you? You decide to leave the tent and head north. Okay. So, somebody said, she says in the future, you'll be 2 gold poorer. True that. And then Jen says, we never cheat, Mira. We just creatively reverse time sometimes. Fabian says, what if we come across a gremlin looking to hang up roast beef? And Aztec says, timey-wimey shenanigans again. Neil says, 6pence none the richer. Okay, so let's go north. We've had our fortune told. Let's go and see what happens. At the end of the market, a square named Bridge Street runs north out of the square. You decide to walk down it in the hope of finding the elusive Nicodemus. It starts to rain and the tumble-down houses huddled together on either side of the street look as if they need shelter themselves. Most have their windows boarded up and are empty, but the door to one flaps noisily in the wind. If you wish to take refuge in the derelict house until the rain stops, turn to 188. If we would rather press on ahead, turn to page 31. So what are we going to do? Are we going to take refuge in the house or are we going to press on ahead? What shall we do? You let me know. Turn to 188. Yeah, the choice is all yours. 27 people are watching. Hello, welcome. Lovely to have you all here. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't. We're like a really small amount away now from 7,000 subscribers, which is crazy. You're not made of sugar. Don't mind the rain. Press on. Fabian says, derelict house. Callum says, press on. We fear no rain. David says, refuge. Robbie says, Nicodemus and Pliers. Lol, remember that band. Sean says, well, if the door's open. Robbie says, house. Jen says, refuge. Capri says, the door, Charlie. Okay, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people saying go into the house. So let's do that. And the people who are saying press on, Callum, and who else? Somicron. Fingers crossed we won't be ambushed and you won't be like, I told you so. Let's see. It's a gloomy house, oh Lord, but you can make out the shapes of abandoned furniture. Litter and rubble is strewn all over the floor. You find a broken chair and slump down in it to rest. Suddenly you notice something slither across the floor. Oh no! And before you can get to your feet, you see in the half-light that you are encircled by 6 snakes, each a metre long. Oh no, snake house. If you wish to hack at them, we can. If we'd rather make a dash, we can. So please type sword or dash in the chat. So, oof. Let's see what happens. What do we want to do? Yep, Somicron, you called it. What are we going to do? Good lunch, sword. Dash, says Sommy. Somicron, I'm inclined to kind of agree with you because you were maybe right. 2 people have said sword. Clegatron and David are up for slashing those snakes. Would you rather fight 6 1-meter snakes or 1 6-meter snake? 1 6-meter snake. Jen says sword. Fight, says Fabian. Dash, says Caprice. Okay. Okay, so we've got sword, 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 fight. So that's 6 to fight, and then 1, 2 to dash. So let's have a hack. Okay, the snakes are not very tough opponents for a person trained in the art of swordsmanship. You can fight them all at once. However, each time they hit you, they will inflict 4 damage instead of the usual 2, thanks to their poisonous bites. Oof. Let's hope there is some gold in here to make this worthwhile. Okay. Let's see. We haven't got the fight music going on, have we? We can make the fight music happen. Is there any music? There's a little bit of music. How tough can they be? Says Neil. We'll find out. Okay, we hit them first time. Yeah. Oh, the snake hits us. Oh my gosh. We're down to 13 stamina. Yes. We are triumphant. Hooray. Phew. Okay, we can leave the house. No gold. So I think now is the opportunity to eat some provisions, get our stamina back up a little bit, and turn to 31. Ahead you see a wooden bridge stretching over a dirty river. Various bits of rubbish are floating down to the sea on its black surface, and you squirm at the sight of a human hand passing by. The bridge supports and columns reach high above you, and you see skulls, both human and non-human, tied to them. The wind makes an eerie noise as it whistles through the bridge structure, reminding you of tortured souls crying out for help. Almost hidden from view is a small flight of steps going down underneath the bridge from where you're standing. A one-legged man carrying a sack is crossing the bridge from the northern bank. If you wish to climb down the steps, turn to 329. If you wish to wait and talk to the one-legged man, turn to 364. Can you move the camera a little so we can see the enemy skill and stamina stores, please? Yes, I will do that next time we fight, Neil. Hello, Fat Rascal. Tip of the hat back to you. Black sand hasn't been gentrified yet then, says David Wharton. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so Fabian says talk. Robbie says wait. David says steps. Sean says talk. Juice says wait. Recon's always good. So there's 25 of us watching. So we'll wait for a few more people to have an opinion. Callum, we know he's under the bridge, so might as well talk to the guy first. Talk. 1, 2. It's close. This is not as easy as when we used to do the polls, is it? We've got talk, 1 talk, 2 talks, 1 steps, 1 talk, 1 talk, 2 steps. So that's, 7 people are saying talk, 8 people are saying talk. I think we're going to talk, everybody. Let's talk. The gaunt-faced man looks thoroughly miserable. He sees you and shrinks back, telling you that it's not worth robbing him because he has no money. You tell him that you do not wish to rob him, but you're seeking an old wizard. Named Nicodemus. He stares at you with a surprised expression on his face and says, for 2 gold pieces, I'll tell you where he is. Oh no. Well, guess what? We don't have 2 gold pieces, so eek. I think we're going to have to... We don't have the money, so let's see what happens. The old man bites his scabby lower lip. 1 then. 1 gold piece and I'll tell you where he is. Do you have 1 gold piece? We do not. Oh my gosh. The gaunt-faced man lets out a great sigh as if the weight of the world was on his shoulders. You're standing on top of him, he barks, obviously quite irritated. Nicodemus lives in a hut underneath this bridge. The old man shoves past you and after a moment you walk over the steps that lead down beneath the bridge. Oh, there we go. So all is well that ends well. We found Nicodemus anyway. It will all be well. So let's turn and let's go and speak to Nicodemus. The smell by the water's edge is terrible. Above you hear the sound of footsteps crossing the wooden bridge. Built into the foundations of the bridge is a wooden hut. Drawn curtains obstruct your view into the small building, but you know you're not welcome when you read the words "Keep Out" painted on the door in large red letters. You draw in a deep breath and knock on the door. You hear muttering and the shuffling of feet, and suddenly the door is thrown open. Before you stands a white-haired old man with a long beard wearing long white robes. He looks at you sternly and says, "Explain yourself to Nicodemus." You are elated at finding Nicodemus and tell him about Zanbar Bone's reign of terror in the town of Silverton and why Mayor Owen Caroliff asked you to find his old friend to help them. Nicodemus frowns and walks back inside his hut, beckoning for you to follow him. He sits down in a rocking chair and starts to talk in a calm voice. I am old and tired and wish for no more adventure. I live here under the Singing Bridge in Port Blacksand to escape the pleas from aid from people fallen on hard times. Hence, no one bothers me. But I do wish to help my old friend Owen. I will tell you how to defeat the Night Prince Zanbar Bone. Listen carefully. Nicodemus lights his pipe, and after a moment with it in his mouth, his eyes distant in deep thought, he exhales a billowing blue cloud and continues. The Night Prince can only be defeated after sunset. In daylight hours he exists on another plane. No doubt he will have his servants to protect him, but should you get past them, you will need something special to deal with Bone himself. To protect yourself from his entrancing stare, you must have a white unicorn in a yellow sun tattooed on your forehead. Yay! Normal weapons will not harm him. First, you must shoot him through the heart with a silver arrow. This will paralyze him but not kill him. Then you must quickly rub the ground compound of black pearl, hag's hair and a lotus flower in his open eyes. With luck, he will decay before you in a matter of seconds. Wow, so that's a white unicorn in a yellow sun tattoo, a silver arrow, the black pearl, hag's hair and a lotus flower. This is a big shopping list. Whereas if your arrow misses, I'm afraid you will die the moment he touches you. Expand the illustration as it's great. There we go. There is Nicodemus. That is a great illustration. Shout out for that. Okay. Isn't it always after sunset, says Neil. David, ads just kicked me out of stream. I'm so sorry, David. That's so rude of the ads. Welcome, Hammerdown Protocol 2049. Amazing name. Jen says, talk. Oh, that's from back. So thank you for getting us to share the illustration. So we've got our shopping list. Very nice and straightforward. So he says, if your arrow misses, I'm afraid you will die the moment he touches you. With this, Nicodemus taps out the ash from his pipe onto the bare floorboards. The items from the compound can be found in Port Blacksand if you search hard enough, but I regret I cannot accompany you. Nicodemus then draws you a map of how to reach Sandbar Bone's guarded tower from Port Blacksand. He stands up, shakes your hand and wishes you well. Leaving his hut, you climb the steps and cross the bridge over Catfish River. Bridge Street continues north a short distance before ending at a junction. So it's one of those times again, we get to choose whether we go west or east. So let me know in the chat which way you'd like to turn. What's the betting? We've already passed half the things we need to find, says Callum. Yep, probably we have. Jen says, it should have ended with, I hope you wrote that down. I ain't repeating that. Ain't that true, Jen? That's a big old shopping list. I agree. It's finding some power. The ads just kicked me out of the stream too. That's so annoying. I'm so sorry. YouTube is not our friend. What are the ads for? Robbie, Aztec and Dashdees want to go west. Caprice says east, harbour will be rough. Neil says, for those of a certain vintage, I will say this only once. Hey Alex, welcome. Alex says east, Callum says east. Jen says east. David says, no, the things are all after Nicodemus. Good, thanks for letting us know, David. Appreciated. Okay. So let's count up the votes so far. We've got 1, 2, 3 for the west. 1, 2, 3, 4 for east. So it looks like we're turning east down Candle Street. Okay. On the right of the street, you see a small alleyway between two houses. The alley soon ends at a doorway with 6 skulls painted on it, 1 black and 5 white. If you wish to walk down the alley and open the door, turn to 27. If you would rather continue east, turn to 139. So what will we do? Let me know. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that we definitely have lag on this stream. So I will leave it longer for us to make decisions, but we have turned east, unfortunately. So now we have another opportunity. So, yep, it's strange. I'm not sure if my computer's lagging or, but I'm really sorry about the delay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 people want to go down the alley. Brave adventurers. Yes, I mean, I'm rather tempted by the skulls too. What can you do? Like, when you see a skull, you gotta go. What do we all think? There's 26 of us watching. So I'm just trying to ascertain. Of course we're going down the alley, says Callum. Yep, alley's looking pretty popular, so let's get into that alley. Another great illo. Who's this guy? Wow, 1, 2, okay. You enter a small candlelight room. That should say candlelit. You enter a small candlelit room with no windows. It is empty apart from a table and 2 chairs. A man wearing black robes and a skull cap is standing in the corner. He smiles and asks you to sit down at the table. He sits opposite you and after placing 6 white pills on top of 6 skulls on the table, looks up to you and says, "One of the pills before you is deadly poisonous. The others are harmless. Swallow one of your choice. If you live, I'll give you 20 gold pieces. If you die, I will keep all your possessions." I feel like I know what we might all want to do. I'm just going to place a bookmark here, just in case. So let's take this to the chat and have a vote. Will we play this deadly game or will we leave the room? What is his tattoo, says somebody. It looks like a smiley sun or something on his forehead. I kind of wish there was someone called Ali in chat. Very funny. Yeah, that would have been good, Jen. He looks like the fella from Rent-A-Ghost. What was that guy's name? Mr. Somebody or another. He asks, "Have you seen my 6 pet snakes, lol?" Okay, everybody is saying play. And Will Cat has saying leave. Fabian, it's knifey but with pills. He reminds me of Mr. Sinister for X-Men. He's never good news. What was the name of Timothy from Rent-A-Ghost? Now I can't forget him. Now I can't remember his name. Okay, well, let's play the game. You agree to the game but can't quite contain your nervousness. Sweat breaks out on your forehead. You choose a pill and swallow it. So let's roll 1 die. We rolled a 3. Okay, let's see what happens. You've chosen a harmless pill. Yay! You feel a rush of relief, as well as adrenaline from your win. The man reaches into a pouch on a cord belt and hands you 20 gold pieces. He bids you farewell. Yay! Yay us. You leave the room and walk back up the alley to Candle Street. You leave the house and return to the junction. Where would you like to go next? To turn right down Candle Street, please type candle in the chat. Or to walk along Harbour Street, please type harbour in the chat. So let me know what you'd like to do. Mr. Claypole, there we go. Thank you, Jackdaw. That's great. Play. Candle says Dash and Callum. Fabian says Candle. Somicron says Harbour. Okay, Candle says Jen. Harbour says Aztec. I'm shocked it wasn't a fix, says Caprice. Candle, Robbie says right. Okay. Serious cash money up for grabs, says Hammer Down. Okay, so let's count these votes up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Candle, and 1, 2, 3 for Harbour. So 4 for Harbour. Whenever Dave and Neil say the same thing, I think, oh gosh, because I know that they played this book before. They've got the book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's try Candle Street. Walking down the street, you're suddenly halted by a plant pot smashing on the cobblestones in front of you. You look to the left and see an open window. Inside, voices can be heard arguing. The door to the house is open. You could enter the house to find out what the argument's about, or decide to mind your own business and continue east. To investigate the argument, let's type argument in the chat, or to leave the argument alone, please type east in the chat and let's see what we do. Ooh, there are 23 of us watching, so yeah, we can figure this out together. I mean, I'm always nosy. I love finding out what's going on, so just saying. We've got our 20 gold. Do we need to get involved in a domestic? Let's see what everybody would like to do. East say Dash Deck and Samicron and Aztec. But then immediately David, Robbie and Fabian are saying argument. Jen says East. Jack says argument. Sean says investigate. A well could be in trouble. It could be a well in trouble in there. We could be well in trouble too. What shall we do? Alex says argument. There are 24 of us watching. East, let's not be rude, said Caprice. Neil says, always investigate so we know what to avoid next playthrough. That's a good shout, Neil. Callum, argument, let's meddle. Okay, so let's do a quick count. So East, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the chat. And argument, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it looks like we're going to investigate. What is this? Okay, looks like two sisters fighting over a duck, and this poor teddy bear's had pins jabbed in him and an axe in a doll's head. Crikey. It's a toy house. You enter the house and find yourself standing in a room full of toys, but they are not ordinary toys. These are stuffed creatures with nails through their heads. Doll's house is made to look as if they are on fire, and many other unpleasant objects. Oh, Lord. In the middle of the room stand two old women dressed as though they were little girls. They are squabbling over a carved wooden duck. Each looks eager to destroy the duck with the knives they're holding. On seeing you, the women both start to shout, "Give us toys, give us toys." You may either give them something from your haversack or leave these strange old ladies and continue east by turning, well, by going east. So what do we have in our haversack? We've got some stale bread, a throwing knife, an iron spike, a climbing rope, a skeleton key, a lantern, a gold scorpion brooch, a set of keys, and elven boots. So there's nothing in there that looks like a toy. So what should we do? Well, you guys get to decide. I'm not deciding. This chat is all about you. So should we look in the haversack or shall we leave and go east? So please put either look or east in the haversack. Okay. So we've only got 3 people deciding what to do at the moment. Dave, Jen and Callum. Sean says, give them a knife to play with. Haversack, give them some stale bread, says Robbie. Haversack, perfect for a meat hook, says Neil. Dash, leave, crazy's never profitable. Jackdaw, look. So Sean and Somicron want to give them a knife. Robbie says rucksack. Fabian says rucksack. Only Callum, Robbie and Jack are saying look. Caprice says check the sack and see what we can give them. Well, it's offering us things that we don't actually have that we could give them. So we could give them elven boots, iron spike, lantern, climbing rope, throwing knife. Should we give them one of these things? Explain how knifey works, says Fabian. Lol. I don't think we want it. We could give up the iron spike, surely. Shall we give up the iron spike? I feel like that's a very minimal thing. Although the guy did try and blag us that it was the fang of someone or another. What do we think? A Star Trek game advert again. Oh no, I'm sorry. Is that why there are big gaps in the chat? What don't we need, says Dash. I think we probably don't need the iron spike. Do they want an iron spike? Give them nothing but take from them everything, says Neil. Iron spike. Maybe bookmark first, because what odds that we give something important away? Yep, good idea, Jen. Okay. Okay. So let's try the iron spike. I'm so sorry about the ads, people. I did try and turn them to lowest. Okay. So the women immediately start arguing again over your gift to them, ignoring you completely. Amazing. You look around the room and see a table set for a meal. There are 2 bowls of hot soup on top of the table waiting to be drunk. If you wish to pick up the wooden spoon and drink some of the soup, we can, or if we would rather leave the ladies alone and continue east, we can also do that. So are we going to do soup and spoon, or are we going to leave and go east? What are we going to do? Soup says drink their soup. Neil says just leave. Everyone's saying soup. Hook, says Hammer Down. Sorry, Hammer, we okay, so Aztec says east. I'm so sorry. I feel like the commercials have knocked everybody out. So there's a lot of there is a lot of enthusiasm for soup. Jen and Jack want to leave. It feels like a trap. Well, why don't we bookmark and see what happens? Eat the soup. The soup tastes absolutely disgusting. If you wish to swallow it, turn to 380. If you wish to spit it out, turn to 262. So please type either swallow or spit in the chat. And who would have thought I would be saying that this evening, hey? Oh dear. Let's see what people think. Oh gosh. Hawk the beak. Hawk the beak. What does that even mean? Fabian says, what could go wrong drinking random soup in a bizarre playroom inhabited by infantile old women? Good question, Fabian. Everybody is saying to swallow the soup, swallow the magic soup. Another clip for Jim there, says David. Well, hopefully not. We do try so hard to keep everything PG-13. Yep, FF trying to ruin Mira's PG-13 stream, says Jen, right on target. We all swallow, says Callum. Spitting would be rude. Neil says, anything that tastes bad is usually good for you. Yep, true. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people would like to drink the soup, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 who disagree. So I think we're going to try the soup and see how it is. Despite its rotten taste, the soup includes herbs blended in an ancient tradition which are beneficial to health. You gain 4 stamina points. Feeling somewhat revitalised, you decide to leave the ladies to their argument and head east. Yay! So we did well. Good job, us. Well done, everybody. Yay! Good job, us. Turn to 375. Okay. Eventually, the street comes to a dead end at a high stone wall. There are stone steps leading to the top of the wall. On the other side of the wall, you can hear grunts, growls, and cheering. If you wish to climb over the wall, we can do, or if we wish to walk back and head west down Harbour Street, we can also do that. So if you would like to climb over the wall, please type climb into the chat. And if you would like to head west down to Harbour Street, please type west. Let me know. David and Callum say climb. Jen says, I think I've read and written too much fantasy. It's not supposed to be that easy. Somi says harbour. Jen, Robbie and Fabian say climb. That's 5 people saying climb. So, Nem, welcome Nem. Hi Nem2712. Capri says harbour, no bear baiting. Dash Decky, isn't our shopping list on this street? Well, this is it. When we miss encounters, do we miss the chance to get a unicorn sun tattoo on our forehead? Climb, says Dark Future. Medicine advert after the soup, says Aztec. Aztec, you're getting so many adverts. This can't be right. I'm so sorry. That shouldn't be happening. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for climbing. And then we have 1, 2, 3 for the harbour. 5. I think that's 4 or 5 for harbour. So it looks like we're climbing. Oh, crikey, this is a good picture. What's this? A little goblin up to something. A little imp. From the top of the wall, you see that it encircles a group of brown creatures playing some kind of game with a wooden stick and a small leather ball. One of the creatures has just hit the ball and is running towards a creature from the other team who has his foot on a cloth bag. You realise, oh lol, that these creatures are bays playing their favourite game, baseball. Hooray! If you wish to ask to join their game, we can, or we can return to the junction and head west down Harbour Street. So David said bookmark, so let's put a bookmark here. Okay. Oh, thank you, Somicron. That's incredible. Yay, thank you so much for those membership gifts. What a lovely thing to do. That's so kind. So we've had 20 memberships gifted out today. Thank you so much, Robbie. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Callum. And thank you, Somi, for gifting out the memberships. And Callum, welcome to Space Marine level. Very exciting. Thanks so much, everybody. So yeah, Jeff, Sean, Maximilian, Glenn, Benny Hain, congratulations on your membership. Aztec, I'm so sorry you've missed the membership yet again somehow. His lack of luck is truly impressive. That's so bizarre that Aztec can't get a membership, but welcome to membership, everybody else, and thank you for that generosity, people. We do appreciate it on the channel. Thank you. So Jen says that's a Warhammer level sports pun. See Blood Bowl being dedicated to Nuffle, aka NFL. Thank you, Somicron. So what do we wish to do? If we wish to play the game, please type game in the chat. And if you wish to head down to Harbour Street, please type west in the chat. So it's either going to be game or west. Play ball with the little scamps. Fabian says, I think you have to set up to receive memberships. Yeah. Aztec, definitely Google and see how you receive memberships. Jen, you missed it too, but I feel like Jen has had it before, so... Aztec has a luck score of -1. I know, I feel bad for luck score. Oh, Somicron, thank you. Another 5? Come on, Aztec. No, unbelievable. Oh my goodness. So Proactive Studio, Griff, Eka Henriksen Marty, and Blake, and Mr. Jones, welcome. You have membership thanks to the amazing Somicron. Thank you so much, Somi, but poor Aztec and Jen are still not receiving. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for those memberships. Welcome, Thomas. Is that Moomin Thomas or another Thomas? Welcome to the chat. It seems like a lot of people want to play game. So yeah, Sean is saying that he thinks there is an option that where you can say you want to join and be given gifted membership. So please do have a look if you'd like to be gifted a membership to make sure that your YouTube channel lets you do that. Also, I think Aztec is switching to the laptop. Robbie! Oh my goodness, 5 Mirror Manga memberships. Will, James, Daniel, Michael, Drift Urban. Congratulations, you have membership, you have Space Marine membership. Oh, Robbie, that's so kind of you. Thank you. Amazing, amazing gifting this chat. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, everybody. That's particularly wonderful. Thank you. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. Thank you. Seeing as though we missed last week, thank you, Robbie. Thank you all so much. When I come back to this, so they agree to let you join their game. You have difficulty understanding the bays, but you gather that one of the other team is going to throw the ball at you. You are handed a wooden stick and told that if you hit the ball over the wall, then you will win the game for them. You must test your skill. So that's 7. Oh, sadly you failed the skill check. Oh well. If you pass, turn to 359. If you fail, turn to 266. The ball goes whistling by your midriff as you swing, and a voice behind you calls, "You're out." The bays on your side are angry with you for losing the match. Some of their supporters rush over and start to jostle you. By the time you manage to drag yourself over the wall, everyone in the arena seems to have pushed you around. You've dropped 10 gold pieces in the fray. Eventually, you climb back over the wall and walk to the junction to head west along Harbour Street. Oof. David says rewind. Okay, yeah, let's rewind. I feel like we need to. Aztec says, don't worry about me. I'm just trying to log into YouTube. Okay, let's go back to our bookmark. Okay, we'll try again. How did we do? Oh no! Come on, we need some good luck. Let's go back again. Do we have a skill potion or anything? Potion of skill. We don't want to use it now. But we did roll very low for skill, so we might be here for a little while. So let's see. Yay! We definitely passed the skill check after a few fumbles. Yeah, thank you so much. It is hard being a carer. It is trying to make decisions on behalf of somebody who, yeah, you really love and they don't really want to do the same thing. Thank you, Andy. It does feel like a safe place. I feel very grateful. Okay. So, we passed our skill check. So let's see what we've won. You hit the ball powerfully in the middle of the bat and watch it soar over the wall. All the bays on your side rush over to you and slap your hands with theirs. They are overjoyed at their victory. Supporters run over and start handing you gifts. Yay! Eventually you manage to wriggle free from your admirers and find a place to sit down to inspect your gifts. You have been given 8 gold pieces, a bottle containing a clear liquid labelled Potion of Mind Control, a silver flute, a bunch of bananas, a piece of chalk and an eye patch. Yay! Oh wow. Wow, that's loads of stuff. Good job us. You eat the bananas, gaining 2 stamina points, and place the rest of the items in your backpack. So our stamina is pretty full now. You climb back over the wall before the bay start another game, walk back to the junction and head west along Harbour Street. Okay. Wow, we got there. So I think now is a good time to, get back into it. Let me figure this out so it's a bit more of a normal view. There we go, that's better. Yay! Okay. yeah, so thanks so much everybody for sticking with me today. Yeah, I've been trying to do the right thing and look after my mama, and yeah, it's just tricky, you know. So I have spent the whole week trying to work and fix things and make things okay, and there are some big adjustments being made which are tough for the whole of our little family. So it's just been a really crazy week, and luckily I got to spend the last 2 days with two of my best friends from school at the seaside with my godsons, and that was really comforting. And you can see we got to make the June video that premiered this evening, but it just feels very strange at the moment. I feel like I'm trying to function in the real world where half of my brain is just worrying and feeling questioning and scared and uncertain, and yeah, just feeling very nervous all the time. So thank you for sticking with me through me getting mega emotional. Some nice comments. Aztec, on the phone there is a Star Wars game ad, but on the laptop I get the live stream. There you go, Aztec, the laptop is for the win. Sean says, we win the grand final. David, we got there on the third strike. Thomas says, ah. Neil says, those bananas going to come in clutch, I reckon. Sean says, so many weird objects, they're bound to be important. Neil says, kill some snakes, survived a deadly game and hit a home run. A decent session. Thank you, Neil. Sorry about the tears. Many thanks for the Fighting Fantasy fun and June talk. Glad you got some R&R with the friends over the weekend. Yeah, me too. Thanks so much. Oh, yay, Aztec. Welcome. Finally, what a way to end the stream. Aztec finally, after many years, becomes a Space Marine. Welcome, welcome to the membership. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll do a members only video explaining a bit more about this stuff, so poor random Fighting Fantasy fans don't have to come and watch me cry for everybody. Yay, huge celebrations. This is, yeah, a massive, massive win for Aztec. Do some hearts and celebrations on that one. Yay, amazing. Jack, you're so welcome. Thank you, Alex, as well. Yay. Oh, yes, if all else fails, Aztec, do it yourself. Cheers to you. Yay. Aztec says, I need to make my own luck. Amazing. To be fair, Space Marines do take a while to create, says Jen. So cool. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to say goodbye and good night to everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with this. Yeah, I hope that next week normal service or normaler service will be resumed. There's still an unboxing video that I need to get together soon and try and make that happen. And I am reading Battle for the Abyss at the moment, and I'm also reading Valor for Warhammer Book Club. So yeah, hopefully more content will come and things will figure themselves out. I hope. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. It's super appreciated. And have a lovely rest of your evening. Oh my God, Fabian! Yay! So Thomas, Adam, and Thomas Jones, Steve, congratulations, and Stephen Pearson. What a way to end the night. Thank you, Fabian. Membership, you get a membership, you get a membership, you get a membership. Wow, well, I'm definitely not going to cry again. But thank you all so, so much. I hope everyone has a really nice evening, and thank you all for looking after me, and let's all just look after each other. Yes, so much love to everybody. Oh, I think someone's also sending me Rogue Trader to do a play along. So maybe Wednesday night we'll play it. Caprice, you just finished Bridge of Birds. That's one of my favourite books ever. Thank you, Fat Rascal. Thank you so much for that lovely message. Oh my goodness. Yay, you're so welcome. It's really great to have everybody together, and it lifts my spirits too, so thank you. And yes, Caprice, you should message me and let me know what you thought of Bridge of Birds. Yeah, I'm so glad you read it. It's my favourite book. And good night. Have a lovely, lovely evening, everybody. Yes, lovely to see you, Alex. Great to see you, Robbie. Thank you everybody that gave out gifts and members, and thanks everyone for being here, and we'll see you all again hopefully very, very soon. Thanks, Fabian. Thanks everybody. Good night. Bye. Buy the one true kit. High fives all around.